What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kap Sports. We have a banger for you tonight. With me, as always, we got Preston Simpson.
What's up, y'all?
And then a very special guest, hometown kid from Grissom High School, senior Jordan Miles. What's up, baby?
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
We're doing good, man. Appreciate you doing this for us.
Super excited to have you on, dude. Just
Appreciate y'all having me.
another guy on our roster here to have in, homegrown, and we did some deep dives into you, man, and found out just how much of a stud player you are. Watch your videos, and I think ECU is getting a dog.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So, Grissom High School.
Yes, sir.
How did we've seen? Unfortunately, I don't think your senior year went the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just the next chapter for me, honestly.
Yeah.
So a building block, just learning how to take or deal with losses.
Hey, that's a great perspective.
Perfect. Yeah. So did you guys have a younger team at Grissom?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I think it was around, I want to say like 15 seniors, 12 seniors, something like that. And then at Grissom, not all 15 seniors play.
Right.
Yeah.
We try to keep the best people on the field, even though it might not seem like it.
Yeah.
That'll help the team going forward. I mean, unfortunately, not while your senior year, but it'll help the team going forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you were you able to stay healthy throughout your senior year?
Oh yeah.
Good deal.
My trainer, he did a real he did a real good job, keeping me healthy. Just as far as stretching every day, active recovery on Sundays and stuff like that. So I think that's.
Did you get into some yoga? You a big yoga
like
guy?
that.
Look,
really?
hey, yoga's a life
real.
changer.
Look out.
Okay, yoga. You need to deep dive into some
People
yoga.
would be surprised at how many professional athletes, particularly football players, do yoga, go
religiously.
Get their feet done. I mean, like the best running backs, like Le'Veon Bell. I mean, dude used to do like ballet.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like
it helps a lot.
Your feet and your hands are the most important part as a football player. Like go and get your more or less, your foot massages, even pedicures, manicures, whatever. Yeah,
it's the stuff that you do off camera, like with less of people know. Like, I don't get massages. Like, I go get massages. I go do yoga. Don't worry about me. I'm handling myself. I'll do a little bit of yoga.
Yeah. You probably don't take that Deshaun Watson route, but
what does Watson do?
Nothing.
Yeah, never mind.
We will.
Never mind. We'll
talk. Hold on, y'all talking about the that one video with the
I never saw a video.
I didn't know there was a video out there.
Yeah, there's not a video circulating. I can promise you that. I would have seen.
No, I'm thinking about the y'all know I'm talking about that one video where it's like he got 4 like people helping him do his test or something like that. You ever seen that?
No, he got accused by quite a few masseuses of getting extra handsy.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
No,
So
never mind.
So is this the school trainer? Or you got your own personal trainer?
Yeah, I mean he kind of started off as a school trainer, but after a while, I felt like he was doing a really good job, and I just kind of stuck with him. So now every off season, during the season, I kind of just give him a little money just to stay with me. So
that's what's up.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, so you're a basketball player too, playing with Grissom. So it's basketball season. You're in the full swing of things there. Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit beforehand. Like you definitely feel like basketball translates to the football field for you. Like it's helped you become a better player.
100%. Just like all the different movements on the basketball court. Just side to side. You know what I mean? Just
especially as linebacker. I mean, you got to keep your hips straight.
Mm-hmm. So just constantly doing the movements. I feel like it helped me move more swift on the field.
Yeah, you get from one sideline to the other pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
You got hawking some guys down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you a shooter? You a paint banger?
Oh, no, I'm really just a defensive player for real.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Shocker.
Or nothing. Yeah.
You just love to ruin people's days, don't you? I feel you on that.
Frustrating the other team.
Yeah.
So so is basketball going good for Grissom so far?
Grissom. It's always been like, oh, we got to play Grissom this week. It's like for the past 5 years, that's what it's been like. But I feel like this year we kind of took a step back just because how young we are. We lost to like guys like Izzy, Butter, RJ. All of them at Division I programs. Brendan Martin, at Air Force. Justin McCall, he went JUCO.
All those guys left this past year?
Nah, all those guys left throughout the past 4 years.
Okay.
So, I feel like we kind of took a step back, but, we got guys like Coda Monkeys, freshman, Prince Morgan, sophomore. We got an 8th grader on varsity right now. His name Josh.
Wow, really?
Edwards. Yeah, he going to be real nice. So, I feel like in the future, them boys they got a chance.
They're going to be all right.
Do you feel yourself like taking on a mentorship role?
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Just like showing them the ropes and just showing them how to stay consistent with the work.
Yeah, that's super important because, I mean, they're probably, I'm sure you know it, but if you didn't, like they probably look up to you with you being a senior, top of the line, but obviously with you have gone through the recruitment process, you getting a scholarship, they probably really look up to you and, look to you for advice and stuff like that. So that's really, really good job on you for taking on that role.
Yeah, just trying to make sure I be there for them.
Because not enough people do that. 17, 18-year-old kids are going to be selfish, and that's okay. But, for you to be self-aware enough to not be that way and say, hey, let me help out those around me and, build them up and teach them what I did, to, potentially allow them to, further their career and potentially, play college ball one day. That's really good.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too. It's like you may not ask for that. It just comes a little natural because, like you said, I mean, for football and basketball, the year isn't going as well as you would like being a senior, but, you're on your way out, headed to college. Like, that is stuff that you can, like you said, I mean, the kids that's coming up, they're going to be all right.
Yeah.
So it's like keeping them level-headed, and it's like, look, it's tough now, but stick with it. Don't give up on it because this year's not going the way you wanted it to. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And you got an 8th grader playing, 6A, 7A? So you got an 8th grader playing varsity.
That's a big deal.
I mean,
you got to remember, you're about to go from the big dog at a big school in Alabama.
You're going to be a freshman.
You're about to be a freshman again. And it's tough, man, really, especially playing sports. Yeah,
I really don't know how I'm going to take it. How y'all take it? Yeah. Just like going into the freshman year of college.
So we did not play sports in college. I mean, it is. I mean,
he was with the football program.
Yeah, so I went to Jacksonville State.
Okay.
I was on their equipment staff. Freshman in college is a whole lot different than freshman in high school. I mean, you're still dealing with the same battles of like being a new kid on campus or whatever. But like being at college, being a freshman, like you got to soak everything in.
Okay.
Like upperclassmen, like whatever they do, obviously it's got to be for the right reasons. But like you also got to look out for yourself.
Stay away from the girls, bro.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be hard for you to do, but it's all good. The girls are gonna be there. But it's like watching that guy. So you're going to ECU, Eastern Carolina, as a linebacker. Do y'all have is it an older group that's currently there? Like, if you met those group?
Yeah, I met them on my OV, but one of them is a Kap Barker. He transferred. He went to SMU, and then we got another one just transferred out. Not transferred out, excuse me. He graduated.
Okay.
I saw that there was like 4 linebackers on the roster.
Yeah.
So
the reason why I asked that is because you find those guys and like what made them successful like while they were there.
Yeah.
Like even the ones that may have left, like find you somebody, and it may not even have to be in the linebacker room. Find somebody else on the defensive, in the defensive room that's like, where did you start from? How did you get here? And what was the process that got you here? And like sticking with that and following that. And it's like, okay. And, going to class, being on time, because they will do class checks, like classroom checks. They will do curfew checks.
I heard about
so like, make sure you're on your, on your game and stay with all that. And then, build off of that.
No, you're going to have when it comes to school, you're going to have someone that is like your personal assistant, and they're going to make sure that you were in study hall and that you're in class.
Yeah, you're going to have to lock it in.
And that you're making at least a B, like really C's, but they're going to be like, you're making a B or better.
Hey, C's get degrees, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that.
C's get degrees.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
You'll be set, man. So, all right, so when we're looking at you, though, so I saw that you had like 6 or 7 offers. Dude, you had an offer from what, Air Force?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the full list, but I really want to touch on like Air Force and what was it, Navy?
Air Force, Army, Memphis.
Yeah.
UAB,
I saw UAB.
Arkansas State.
Yeah, Arkansas State.
Who else? I had a lot of FCS offers as well.
Yeah.
Like Sanford,
Okay,
Wofford, and some other smaller schools, but Central Michigan as well. But I think
that's where Antonio Brown went.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah.
I would have went there. Just for AB. I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, really?
Antonio Brown's my all-time favorite player. Don't care what he's done afterwards. He was the first 5'10" wide receiver that wasn't
Menace.
6. Yeah, and just
Yeah, that's true.
balled out. So he was the guy.
So Eastern Carolina, why them?
I mean, I feel like they just got a good tradition of defense there. You know, you got guys like Julius Wood, who else? I mean, not on the defense side of the ball, but you got guys like Chris Johnson.
Yep.
You just had another one that playing on the Ravens right now. Golly, I forgot his name. But yeah, he's running back on the Ravens right now. And then, you know,
Not Derrick Henry.
Nah, not Derrick Henry. I wish, man. But nah, it's just a tradition of defense for real. You know, I think top 50 defense the past 4 years in all of college football.
Okay.
No, they had a really good year this year. Finished 8-5, won their bowl game
Against NC State.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolves down. But, you know, Coach Harrell, with him just recruited me. He recruited me pretty well. You know, been on me since my started my junior year, end of my sophomore year. With him recruiting me for that long and with him becoming the head coach, I feel like it was a no-brainer.
That's awesome. So obviously, like with, offensively at skill positions, defensively skill positions, you get to participate in a lot of 7-on-7 tournaments. That doesn't always highlight the linebacker position, especially a defensive or offensive line. I mean, there's pretty much no involvement there. But with you being linebacker, they're like, how do you feel like so many teams were able to find out about you? Did you do a lot of did you and your family or your high school coaches do a lot of your recruiting and get your name out there?
Yeah,
or were you involved in 7-on-7s and that's how they found you? Because obviously, like with basketball, you can play, AAU and go to tournaments and that's how you get discovered. It's not like that in football.
Yeah, it's not.
So like, how do you feel like your name got out there?
It's kind of hard to say, but I feel like whenever I was when I was a freshman, I found out about Twitter. Just X now, but just being real.
It's still Twitter.
Yeah, still Twitter. I can't get to call it X.
No.
I can't come around.
No, they ain't happening. They ain't happening.
But yeah, I was really active on Twitter my freshman year, just posting random stuff.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Just trying to
Promote yourself.
Yeah, promote myself. And then my sophomore year, my first varsity game, I had like a huge hit, and I added some coaches, and Troy was the first one to reach out to me. They invited me down for a game day visit, and I feel like ever since from there, my recruiting just started picking up.
That's definitely the case. It's like once you get one, other teams will fall in line and they'll start, hitting you up too. Yeah, that's definitely the case. 100%. Well, that's cool.
It was.
So you were like on Twitter though, just like tagging schools, tagging coaches. That's so funny. Like I hear about it all the time too. Yeah. Like we didn't have that luxury. Like it's like,
really?
No,
you. I can't imagine what I'd be. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have Twitter.
So that's the thing with this generation too. It's like, when we didn't have that at all. Like I think
and we're not much older than you, I promise.
We're not, but the way social media has changed over the past 15, 20 years, it's been insane. Like we had Facebook, like everybody had Facebook, but there's no.
Like Twitter was coming along right as we were like leaving high school.
Like you didn't have the same
interaction,
interactions.
or like exposure. Mm-hmm. It's like
Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok nowadays. Like you can get exposed on there
so quick.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. I'm glad though.
Oh yeah, it's benefited you, man.
And that's.
I would do the same thing. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't care how I looked. I would be tagging every coach from one side of the country to the other.
For real.
You don't think I'd be knocking on Nick Saban's door? Like, here's my film. I know you don't coach no more, but you know somebody that does.
Yeah, it's a snowball effect. So Troy was the first team to reach out to you.
Other teams.
Did they show interest in you at all, or okay?
So Coach McKissick, he was the coach that reached out to me first. So it was kind of weird, They would communicate a lot, but just never offer me. So once I got that Troy one, it was going into the time where college coaches could start to come up to the school. So, just building relationships through there. And then eventually, at the end of my sophomore year, I got UAB offered me.
Yeah.
And I want to say either before then. Yeah, I think I think it was before then. That's when I was going on visits to like the big schools, because big schools they like to reach out to you early.
Yeah,
like just like be the first ones on you. So I'm talking about I went on a visit to Michigan. I went on a visit to Florida State. I went on a visit to Georgia Tech. A lot of big schools. I feel like that's what helped me like get the UAB offer. Because they, like you said, it's a snowball effect. Once they see you going to these,
they're gonna be worried, especially in state. They're worried they're gonna lose out on you. Yeah.
But the whole time the big schools ain't even offering me. So, but it's all good.
They're lost.
Yeah, you're landing a good.
They're lost.
They're lost. Yeah, you're landing a good spot.
Yeah.
Are you worried about being? So we talked about your dad a little bit ago. He played at Calbert.
Yeah.
So I assume y'all are probably extremely close. He's probably impressed a lot of knowledge and experiences on you, right?
Yeah.
So are you? I know you're excited about going to college. What do you think about going so far away from home, though, man?
Yeah, I know that's. I mean,
it's part of growing up. Like it's good for you, man. So
my brother, he actually played D1 basketball at Tarleton State in Texas.
Okay.
So as long as I ain't the first one to do it, just trying to reach out to him, just trying to get some tips on how to do it. But I don't know how I feel about it for real. I mean, it's just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. No, it'll be good for you. I mean, you're about to live the prime years of your life, and you're getting to do so while playing a game that you love and you've worked extremely hard for.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. But yeah, this is when you're really going to find out who you are, what you're made of, and don't ever lose sight of that. And when you think you've made it, convince yourself you hadn't, and bust your tail harder, because there's always another step.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you always see these clips and stuff now, whatever platform it's on, and it's like teams will have these motivational speakers, and they'll start talking about the percentages of players that make it. It's like you've got 50 to 60 kids on a high school team. Okay, that's just one school in one city. You take 6 to 8 schools in that city, and then you take them to a university. It's like you got all those players at a university. You got some on scholarships. Some are obviously better than others, but then you take the percentage of that college team, and then you condense it down to like this. What is it, like a 0.2% of players go make it to the NFL. So it's like seeing that, it's like you may have you probably had a good career at Grissom. Yeah. You're about to go off to Eastern Carolina. Hopefully a really good, career up there. Yeah. But then it's like, well, you feel like I'm having a good year. It's like, that's not good enough. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like, however you feel like, it's like, I think I've done enough. It's like if you have to question yourself if you've done enough, it means you probably hadn't, right?
Yeah. You got to dominate on another level.
Yes, sir.
And it's like stuff off the field too. It's like, film always looks great. Yeah. But it's like your attitude, your image, like how you act
day and age
towards other teammates, how you act towards staff. Yeah. Because I know when I was, at JSU working equipment stuff, like we hated players. Like when be straight, like there was players that thought they were entitled to something, because players want gear. They want all the gear you got. Like JSU, we obviously don't have a lot of money, compared to East Carolina, and they got a lot of sick gear at ECU. That purple and gold goes hard.
Dude.
So
we're gonna hit you up. Like, you want to send us some shirts.
So some tips. It's like if you want nice stuff, you want the good stuff, you got to be cool with the manager, the equipment managers, the training staff, the film guys, like the behind the scenes people that not a lot of people see. Like you're gonna have to
be cool with them.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Going back, it's like you will be a freshman, and like I know you're going in. It's like, nah, I'm a freshman, but I'm here. Like you're gonna see me. You're gonna know me. Like I'm gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah. So but yeah, all the off the field stuff. Like I said, film's gonna write that own story for you. But it's everything you do off of that that's gonna be like. Jordan Miles is that dude. Yeah. Like he's a good locker room guy, good teammate, good mentor. Good student, because you're going in as a freshman. Like you got to be a good student. Film, like all that stuff off the field is just as much as everything you do on top or on the field.
Do y'all have any Like, do you know the team schedule this fall? Do you got any like big games you're already looking forward to?
Yeah. NC State.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
We just played them for the bowl game, but yeah. I mean, if I could play good enough, coming in the fall camp, hopefully get on the travel roster. Be able to experience that.
Yeah, that would be so cool. So that's
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be real nice. Then we got BYU at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That will be exciting.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, heck, at the end of the day, obviously you want to be the starter on defense, but like, think of you, and you may not know this because you're still, young, but maybe you do because you're an athlete. But like, dude, there's so many people who make a name for themselves as freshmen on special teams.
Yep.
So like, don't like if that comes to a point like where you're a stud, you do everything that's asked of you, and maybe you don't get quite happy to have the opportunity to be the starter on defense or even the rotating linebacker end during every couple downs or something like that. But you get to be the guy on be the best special teams player you've ever seen, because guess what? That, like he's talking about, like that means something, So then the next year comes around, like this kid busted his tail on special teams, and he's a really daggum good linebacker. Like there's no question, like he's our starter this year. Like so, don't ever like let things like that keep you down. But yeah, I mean, even if it's a freshman, you can get out there and start on special teams. Like that is a big deal.
Just hunting heads,
Dude,
wearing people out. Have they? So on your visit, you obviously committed to them. Did they talk to you about your potential roles when you get there?
Yeah, I feel like, they feel like as well. I'm more of a wild card player. I feel like I could play. Honestly, like I feel like I've trained well enough. I feel like I could play any position on the field. But that's just how I go in everything. Just trying to be the best at everything I do.
So
Swiss Army knife.
Do you ever play any? Do you ever play any like safety?
Yeah, I play.
Okay, so
safety.
So you're like a nickel guy.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, there's so many guys nowadays who play that like roll down. It's defined as a linebacker, but they're really a safety. So but, that's good.
I think they favor me either the Mike or the Will. So
okay, really? So you play some middle?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I played everything. I think besides nose tackle.
I don't think you're the right size to be down there.
I don't think you don't know if they're doing that. If between now and August you put on about 150, 200 pounds, and
start hitting them buffets.
Yeah, I got to. I don't know. Them D linemen different.
Oh yeah,
nasty.
We actually had 3 D linemen go D1 out of Grissom.
Really?
Well, yeah, 2 D1, 1 D2 UVA wise. But yeah, just the way they train is different. I mean, I'll come into the weight room and they got 600 on the squat bar.
Just nasty. Yeah.
Jumping up with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what are y'all on?
Yeah.
For real.
While eating a daggum,
like what y'all doing that I'm not like it's crazy.
Genetics.
Yeah, some of that stuff is a lot of it is genetics. But yeah, when you get that sloppy and just throwing around that kind of weight, that's different.
Them boys.
And what's crazy, I mean, I don't know, obviously these guys you're talking about, but like what's crazy is like so many of them are actually like pretty lean nowadays. Used to those with the big boys, the boys just fat. But now, like, dude, it's crazy how many defensive linemen.
They got to be big and quick, and a lot of people can't do both.
No, man, you were still busting out these 4.4s, 4.5s, 4.6s as a defensive lineman. It's like, bro.
Linemen are like world-class athletes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think about Quentin Williams a lot, specifically. Like, that dude can move.
But Myles Garrett, he's like the Hulk.
That's
Did you see
Superman right there?
Which you probably do because I seen it on Instagram. But they were doing they were in like a team meeting the other day because it was on Hard Knocks, but somebody had clipped it off of Hard Knocks, and the coach Googled Myles Garrett 14, but it pulled up his picture when he was 14 years old, and his arms
I imagine
were a little bit smaller than what they are, now.
Man.
As a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I mean, I feel like some people just know that that's what they want to do from young age.
Absolutely.
I feel like
they know. They said
When you gotta have the right people in your corner too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it sounds like you do again with with your dad from briefly talking about it with
and older brother too, who's
and brother
done the college sport and
people actually really don't realize how important it is to have people in your corner, man, to actually support you. It's one to say like, yeah, you can do it or whatever, but no, it's like, bro, we got you. We're behind you. Like, let's go do this together. It's you, but like, we're all in this together. like, supporting each other, like it makes the biggest difference in the world.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, people don't realize that, just like me and my brother have had countless talks, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's highs and lows in recruiting. So like I said, it's a month or two period. Yeah, it's a month or two period. I'm reaching out to Michigan, Florida State, like all the big schools.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all have me up here. Well, what's going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you got standards for yourself too.
Yeah.
It's like I am good enough to play at those schools, but then you don't hear anything, and then you start messing with your own head. It's like, am I not good enough?
Yeah,
and I know I'm good enough, but why ain't nobody talking to me?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
and you just got to make them regret it one day. It's all.
Yeah, for real. I mean, honestly, I think recruiting it do mess with your head though, cause like, I got my first offer, and then I'll admit it. I kind of like took off, kind of slacked off a little bit. I feel like my junior year I wasn't as productive as I was supposed to be. I feel like that kind of set me back a little bit. It kind of put me behind in the weight room and a little bit. Just not doing what I was supposed to do.
But here's the important part: you realize that.
Yeah.
Not enough people realize that. So you realize that, and you've made that change, right?
Yeah. Got me a trainer.
Yeah.
I got back to it. I feel like I had probably one of the best senior seasons in Alabama. Honestly, I think I had like 31 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Yeah, I had a pretty good season.
You got good hands?
Huh? Yes.
Man, we'll see.
We'll see. Like I said,
we're gonna see.
Yeah, I was.
We're gonna find out in the parking lot after this.
But I had, technically two collegiate teammates.
Yeah.
Jalen Edwards and KD Long, the 2 defensive linemen I was talking about. Just training with them, I feel like it helped me a lot. Just trying to get my hands right.
You start hanging out with them defensive linemen too much, you're going to...
I'm going to become one. I can't become one.
Look, they're going to start inviting you out to dinner. That tab's going to be a little different than what yours would look like.
You ever heard of Golden Corral?
Oh, yeah.
Man, buffets.
The one closed down here?
Yeah, I hate that it closed down.
It wasn't even open long.
You a big buffet guy?
Oh, yeah.
Line me up with any of them. Yeah, you need to, look. It's good to have D-line friends, but you hang around too much, you start looking in the mirror. It's like, wait, what is?
Texas Day Brazil at Bridge Street.
You said what?
Texas Day Brazil at Bridge Street.
I have never been there.
So
you know what it is?
Yeah. So it's like a meat buffet. I've never been for.
It's a buffet.
It's not a buffet, but they
bring it to you.
There's a daggum 20 waiters that every 30 seconds are bringing you food.
Really?
Yeah. So back during Christmas, like the week before Christmas, like me and him and our guy Justin and some other guys involved in the show, we all went. That was like, a celebration for the show or whatever. So we all went. And the rest of us were done after like 20 minutes. So like me and Colton have known each other since we were like 9 years old. We always have this saying like, kind of bet you won't do it, or like
bad influences on each other.
Yeah, we are. We're extremely bad influences. So I'm over there saying like, yo, you can't eat no more. You can't do it. This dude ate for another like 45 minutes, an hour. Just like I'm talking like, and it's not a little piece. It's like
you get your money's worth. Like you pay for it, but it's like top of the line.
Yeah, yeah. They're like just like on a stick, just. But it's big old hunks of meat, just like steak, lamb, ribs,
chicken,
nonstop. I'm talking. They're knocking down your door every 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so I'm just like that night this dude could have out ate any of your linemen. Like really? I would like to see that challenge.
I would have put some work in against those guys.
It's expensive.
Yeah, you pay for it.
Well, it was like $50 a person.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not bad. It's all you can eat. Like that.
If you can go all night, they're gonna let you roll.
That sounds real.
That's all you need to do. You need to take some football players in there and it's like, all right, let's see who can hold it down the longest.
Yeah. Get your coach to pay for it, actually.
I will.
But so going back to your visit with ECU, did they talk to you about potentially coming in and playing, or is there talk of a red shirt potentially? Have they said anything like that to you, or? I feel like this a answer that all coaches give. They say they're gonna play the best players.
I respect that.
Yeah,
go be one of the best.
So you got to show up and be like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. So when do you go up there?
I don't know the report day, but I'm trying to go up there as early as possible. But I know I'm going up there for a week in the spring. just to be up there during spring practice.
Oh, yeah,
training in with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of going to Panama City for spring break,
There
you're
you
going
go.
to college.
Yes, sir.
That's a great answer. That's a good start.
Hey, Panama, real fun though.
Wow.
With the right people.
You talk about
it's calmed down a lot probably
Really?
during our time frame.
it was even
they
crazier.
didn't have
Bro,
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like they got lockdowns and like curfews and stuff
yeah.
now.
You're right.
they like have like a clicker
There was
counting how many people are on the beach nowadays, man. Back when it's like there's
This
like
is
10
Wild West.
There's like 10 stages on the beach and
Yeah, that's
club.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just went. I mean, it was just people walking around the beach.
Oh no, it was
Nah,
a
it was
party,
pretty
dude.
fun.
Like
Really?
it was an MTV's heyday. That's where they always did their spring break.
He's still too young to know.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
heard,
did
that.
Yeah.
I heard of MTV.
He's heard of
being on the
MTV.
Oh
He's
my
heard of
god, we
MTV.
just showed our age
Okay.
so bad.
beach. Yeah, my dad told me about some rappers being on the beach or something like that.
Okay, so your dad, we need to get your dad on the show.
Are you kidding? He's heard of MTV. This is crazy. Dude.
That's tough. No, MTV was where we got our music from when we were
Really?
growing up. Yeah.
Dang.
Dude, music videos used to be popping. All right, that's
Like
the
you
thing.
wake up before you go to school, like you're waiting on the school bus, like MTV would be
playing
like
everything, Lil
playing
Wayne.
music, like their music videos, like that would be their thing. MTV's like drama reality
it's white
show now.
people's, It's white people's BET, okay? That's what it is. That's what it is, all right?
Yeah, it's funny.
That's where we got all of our music knowledge from, was
Yeah.
a television show.
Yeah. There weren't, like, I guess it was right when we were starting high school, like the first iPod and stuff was coming out. So we were like all carrying these big old bricks with 200 songs on them.
These long ass earphones draping off of us.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, hard times.
It's crazy.
Yeah, all right. So again, you're in the middle of basketball season though. So like, I know you're going for football. Is football your passion, what you love, or like is it basketball and you just had better opportunities in football? Like,
I started playing. All right, so I started playing both when I was 5. So I can't really say like I love one more than the other. Cause
are you better at one than the other?
oh yeah, better at football for sure.
Yeah.
But growing up, I think I was a better basketball player than I was football player. Honestly, you know, I would always look forward to basketball season.
Yeah.
Growing up, I've been playing. I mean, I got pulled up. It's a crazy story, honestly. I got pulled up to play for Grissom when I was in the 8th grade. And
For basketball?
yeah,
Okay.
basketball. I played on the freshman team. And then my freshman year, I played on the freshman team again. And going into my sophomore year, I was like, I don't know if I just, because, you know, I played AAU, and AAU season ain't go how I wanted it to.
Mm.
So I was just like, I don't know if I could just keep, I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to be the best at basketball. And I'm real competitive, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't be the best at something. I don't even want to, you know, try to attempt to do it.
Yeah.
And around the time, my brother, he was kind of struggling to pick up some D1 offers. So I'm like, dang, like he miles ahead of me. If he can't get no offers, I don't know how I'm gonna get no offers.
Right.
So I played football my freshman year, and sophomore year is when I started taking it serious. So I can't really say I love one more than the other. Both of them did really good things for me.
Yeah.
So
Like
You're
you
good
said
at
earlier.
both.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty good at both.
What I love about basketball, playing a lot of basketball, is how competitive it is, and like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, for
nonstop.
real.
Like, I would say it has almost just as much of a physical toll playing basketball as it does in football.
Yeah,
like
100%.
straight up, because
Yeah,
you're
'cause-
constantly getting bodied. Like
yeah, it's
especially if you like to drive the paint,
Mm-hmm.
like you're getting hit.
At your own risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In football, you know you're going to get a hit at some point. With basketball,
Yeah, but it's not every play. Like, I mean, you may not have the ball in your hands. You're setting the screen.
Yeah.
You're fighting through a screen. You're getting hit
you
every
get hit,
play.
and then you got to go sprint down back. And
Dude,
down there, and you just,
it's a more violent soccer.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
like
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
yeah, it helps with agility and
Mm-hmm.
you know, just fatigue and everything.
Yeah,
It is a great sport to play.
It is.
Like I love basketball.
Yeah,
like
100%.
truly love basketball, but football is my freaking passion. Like I love football.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
greater game on this earth. I don't care
yeah.
what anybody says.
I feel like college football is the peak football, though.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so, like, interesting. I mean,
Especially down here.
yeah, I mean, everything was perfect with the conferences, but now that everything kind of got moved around.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I like the conferences now. You know, with Oregon being in the Big
Big,
Ten. I mean,
yeah.
just, and oh man, my dad was so mad about the Pac-12 getting split up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cal was in the.
Yeah.
It was the Pac-10 back then.
It was a Pac-10, then Pac-12,
He
yeah,
played in
and now they're
Pac-12.
the Pac-2.
Yeah, they're defunct. No longer.
Nah, for real. He played when it was the Pac-10.
Oh yeah.
So he was.
Where's he from? Is he from here too?
He from California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Born and raised in Berkeley.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I can't. He was stupid, man.
I bet so.
What position he play?
Safety.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played linebacker in high school. Linebacker, running back in high school.
Yeah.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. I mean, he put me in there early. I mean, that's kind of crazy now. Just thinking back on it, you know. And I was playing up as well. I was playing with my brother.
Yeah.
7U.
Dude, I'm telling you what, that makes such a difference right
Yeah,
there. Always
nah,
having that
dude.
older sibling. We were the oldest, so we didn't have that luck.
No,
but-
we
really?
didn't. No.
But I feel like that helped me a lot. Just playing with my brother. Because when I go back down to my playing around people that my age, I'm like,
this ain't nothing.
It's boring.
Yeah.
for real.
Competition ain't good.
That's what it felt like.
Did your dad have any NFL opportunities?
Yeah. He played on the Raiders for a little bit.
Just casually says that. Okay. No big deal. He played on the Raiders for a little bit.
He tore his Achilles.
Okay.
I did rookie year.
Yeah. I did.
Rookie year.
End of the season.
Jeez.
Against the Chiefs.
Was that it for him after that?
Yeah, he said.
I bet back then the recovery and surgeries probably weren't as good as what they are now.
Probably not. But he said he had some opportunities to go play in the
Europe League.
something like that, some overseas league.
Yeah,
He
it's
said
probably
So the NFL threw him out.
The NFL used to have a European
Jeez.
league. I bet it was that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how you explain it though. Cause I mean, it's 1,000 versions of you in college.
Yeah. I mean, literally, like,
It's just next man.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
When you get to that level, if you're not producing, you gotta.
Yeah. I mean, the average NFL player is 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I was telling you earlier, man. Like, if you have in college, fight for it every single day. Like, always tell yourself, I haven't made it. Even if you become the greatest football player of all time, like, continue to tell yourself, I haven't made it. Like, I haven't done nothing. Yeah. That's like, think about the greats like Jordan, Tom Brady. If you keep up with like Jeter, like they won the championships, and when they won and they're done celebrating for those 24 hours, that meant nothing. The rings, the championship, the banners, nothing. It meant something, but it didn't because they're already focused on the next one. Because really for them, it wasn't even about the winning the championship. It was because it's an accolade, but it wasn't because they cared about perfection. They cared about being the best.
Like their image,
Yeah.
Right back to it.
Yeah. So that's something that like always weighed on me a lot, and I learned a lot from. So like I always try to like express that to other people, especially guys your age that get the opportunity to meet with, and kind of like hopefully even one little inkling instill that in them to like help make them at least think about it, make y'all think about it.
Yeah, that's real.
With having a dad who's done it, been there, done it, made it, unfortunately got hurt, and then a brother who's played collegiate ball as well. Like just with those two people, you got the right pieces to kind of help guide you through it.
It's a blessing for real. Just being able to just talk to them about just like anything, really just the college stories that I hear is just like off the chart.
You
can't wait. They're true. All of them are true.
Yeah, whatever is said is right.
Yeah, honestly, they probably undersold how crazy the story is.
Yeah, nah, I mean, it's a blessing, honestly, just being able to just talk to them about anything like college related, and just especially with my dad, just him trying to cover all the potholes, just trying to make sure that the road is smooth. Just trying to make it.
Do you know anybody that's also going to ECU, or have you like come into contact with any other incoming freshmen, or like trying to like build any relationships before y'all get there?
We got our own group chat. So on my official visit, we had about 10 people on it. So we all got kind of close, and all of us committed actually. So we got pretty close, and then we all followed each other on Instagram, and then the people on the other official visits, I think they had about 3 different official visit weekends or something. So the people on the other ones who committed, we all just made a group chat, and we just trying to get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that bonding, like,
I think
is extremely important.
Yeah, for
like,
real.
team bonding, I would say, is probably like one of the top 3 most important things for the success of a team.
I honestly feel like it's kind of changed a little bit now, though, with the transfer portal. Everybody's just trying to get to the top of the food chain at the big school, SEC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like, I think if you got a good PFF, like as a cornerback or a wide receiver, if you doing really good, I feel like if you balling, then they're gonna come find you. Honestly.
They will, absolutely.
So I don't plan on transferring or nothing. Just trying to stick it out like 3 or 4 years, and if I got a red shirt year, then I'll take that.
Yeah.
But just being loyal, I feel like that's a big thing that's missing from college football right now. Honestly.
Dude, thank you.
So I'm so glad you brought that up because we've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks now, and you see it. It's way more, known now that people hit the portal like crazy. So, in doing that, we talk about, our players really chasing money. And some of them you can see, like, for instance, we're Alabama fans, like huge Alabama fans. Yeah. And it's like, with how successful Alabama's been the past 15, almost 20 years, when people leave Alabama now, it's like, why?
Yeah, for real.
Because that's best of the best. Mm-hmm. And then you see where they end up going. It's like, oh, they were chasing the bag. Yeah. So it's like loyalty, that's going to go.
It doesn't mean as much.
It don't.
And that's been his stance. So he's like, oh, they're chasing money. And I agree to an extent. But the counterpoint that I've been making is that for me, as athletes, it's like at the end of the day, like being warriors and battle and everything like that is in our DNA as men for 10,000 years. We go back, battling, fighting, and wars like that. Obviously not football or any other sport until the last, 100 years. But at the end of the day, that's still what that is. So it's like they want to be the best. They want to win. So like obviously money's involved and it's deserved. And I hope every college athlete gets some money, really and truly. But I feel like the guys who set themselves apart, it's like, they want the money, but that's not their main drive. It's like they want to be the best. They want to go out there and win, especially in college. It's like, I'm better than you, bro. Like, I worked harder than you. We won. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like that's part of it, too. For, like, why some guys might stay. I don't feel like so many guys – I know a lot are hitting the portal because of money. But to me, like, those would be guys that we probably won't even hear from again once they're done with college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel I get trying to, like, find the right fit. But, I mean, like, once you get to 3 or 4 5 schools that you check, like,
bro, you can look in the mirror. You're the issue. Look in the mirror. Yes. Yeah. Look in the mirror, bro. Like, it's you. Like, it's you.
And a lot of kids too. It's like you talked about playing time. It's like you still got to earn your playing time. It's like, okay, you may not earn it this year. Okay, but you look at who's in your room, you look what position you're playing with, what they'll be doing. Okay, they may be graduating or they may be, transferring also. It's like you still at the end of the day earn your playing time because if you're just chasing the bag around, like you said, 4 or 5 years later, you're still chasing money. And one thing that pro teams are going to see, it's like this dude didn't get what he wanted, he quit. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Have y'all seen the picture of that, I want to say Tennessee Titans draft board or something like that? It got, like, different names on it, and, like, the names would be different colors. And it's like, one color mean attitude problems, and one color mean, like, leadership issues or just, like, having a good mentality or something like that. Yeah. But, yeah, it's like they really, like, take all that stuff into accountability.
Dude, they do.
Everything.
They break y'all down.
Yeah, for real.
Legitimately break you down. Like, they know everything about you and more.
For real. Like, seriously. More than you know about yourself.
Yeah.
Do you watch Hard Knocks? Do you know what Hard Knocks is?
I haven't. No, what is it?
It's on HBO.
Oh, is it that football show?
Where they follow around the NFL stuff. Yeah. You watch those?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I've never just...
You need to watch them.
Really?
Because you get, like, the behind the scenes of, like, what the coaches say, what the coaches talk about, how they talk to the players. They talk about players and, like, the head coach, the GM. Sometimes the owner gets on there and talks. And, like, I feel like for, kids y'all's age and generation, is like seeing what they talk about, seeing what they say, how they talk to people, how players.
It's not a talk show. It's like you're seeing the practice. You're seeing the workouts.
Like the sideline talk, like it is behind the scenes of a football program.
You said it's on HBO?
HBO.
Yeah, I might just watch
So
if you're a football guy, man, which I'm sure you'll like it. Ask your dad; he probably watches it.
yeah, seeing how the coaches interact with players, seeing how the players interact with other players. Like you got your rookies coming in talking to the vets, and seeing how insightful they are towards them. It's like I feel like for your generation, that would be huge. Knowing what goes on at the highest level of the sport,
what it takes. Yeah, that's what I've always taken away from it. It's like, because this show's been around for like 20 years, but over the past couple years, they've expanded it and
way more in depth.
Yeah, like used to it would just be like the preseason, like during the draft process and like some of the summer camp. Now they do like a fall camp for like one team, and this past year they've done like the whole AFC South,
AFC North division.
North. So they've done like all the teams in the AFC North, and gotten like the behind the scenes NFL cameras for all those guys during the season, which hadn't been done before. Well, this is the second year of them doing that.
Not doing multiple teams
but
at
not
one
doing
time,
multiple. But either way, so like when I was your age, like I loved watching it because it's like, think of the best, like, top dogs like Myles Garrett. Like it's showing them on screen like how hard he is still, like he's already made it. He's already made it through his rookie contract and to get his second contract and how hard he's
Defensive Player of the Year, like all the awards.
Still busting his tail. Still, when they're running gassers in the practice, he's still coming in first, on the defense side of things. He's still doing everything. And once practice is done, it's like, that is so motivation because, like, if this guy's still doing it, like, then I definitely, you know what I'm saying?
You got there,
So it's really important for guys your age who think they're on top of the world to see that from someone else who is on top of the world, still working hard. Mm-hmm. So it would be a great show.
Hard Knocks is top-notch show to watch, and it's real stuff.
He needs to watch 2 days. Remember that?
From
Hoover.
Don't.
Yeah.
Everything, they followed Hoover High School around and made like their own, I think, was it on MTV?
It was on MTV.
Okay. It was on MTV, and it just followed them through their
It was a good show. It was very reality TV based.
It was back in the day.
Oh yeah, it was like
I think I seen
mid 2000s.
Yeah, it was.
They were winning like state championships.
That was our Hard Knocks when we were growing up. But so being a linebacker, we'll call you a hybrid. We'll call you a hybrid defensive player. Is there anybody in the NFL or even college now that is like you got a favorite player that does that, or like who you model your game after?
See, that's a good question. I feel like a lot of linebackers go to us and be Fred Warner, but I don't think I model my game after him. I'm gonna have to go like Demarion Overshawn or the linebacker from the Cowboys or Julius Wood, a safety from ECU.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people will probably look at me crazy when I say that. Like I try to model my game after him, but nah, like
you need to watch some film on Troy Polamalu.
Oh yeah. That used to be my guy.
Yeah, there we go, baby.
Come on, man.
I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a Titans fan, but the Steelers are my team.
Oh yeah, Julius Wood. He is safety on the Titans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I feel like just the way he like come down, he'll come down and hit you.
He ain't scared of it.
Yeah, not at all.
You gotta love to hit. Like that's
for real.
Like I was offensive side of the ball, and like again, I'm a slot receiver, but I love going deep and like me being white. Okay, like back then, like you weren't getting respect, so people would play off me, or they'd try to press me and stuff like that. I'd either blow bomb or take them deep, and I could do the route tree like better, just as good as anybody. But I would beg like, yo, I want the slant. I want the linebacker because I'm gonna catch it and I'm gonna knock the crap out of him, dude. So like, you gotta love to hit people, man.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I ain't a lot of that slant when a wide receiver ain't expecting it is different. Just like your body just light up.
Dude,
you can't kill him no more though because you get thrown out of the game.
Yeah, but
dude, your body's going. Yeah,
green light.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Like that's literally what it feels.
No, I was looking for. I'm like, quick slant. Let me hit the middle because I'm running through this guy.
Yeah, I feel that though.
Now, if that happens, you'll look over the other sideline, that coach ripping that page out of the book. Yeah. Just we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah. Nah, but I feel like, honestly, the targeting calls have gotten outrageous now.
Crazy.
All of it.
Just trying to protect the quarterback so much. I feel like it's a little crazy. I mean, some of them, like, you can understand, with, dang, who is this? Trevor Lawrence, I think, is just most recent.
We talked about, yeah, where he got hit. Yeah, I said that should not have been a penalty.
I mean, I can see both sides.
I do too, and I've watched more on it. It's like
I explained why it shouldn't. So my reason is, so you got Trevor Lawrence, who's probably running 15 miles an hour, and this is all in the span of 3-ish seconds. So, and it's different when it's slowed down on film. And it's going, but in normal speed, you've got Trevor Lawrence who may be running 15 miles an hour, and then as he starts his slide motion, then you have the defender who is probably running 18 to 20 miles an hour full speed, and he's launching himself.
Engaging.
And at the time, his momentum would have been center mass, right? Yeah. So if Trevor Lawrence would have stayed up, right, Trevor Lawrence is a tall guy, so he's going to hit him center mass, hits him. Well, so his momentum, and this is a lot of math and physics going into this, so excuse me, but so his momentum and his speed was faster than what Trevor Lawrence's is, and his momentum would have led him center mass of Trevor Lawrence. But in the split second that Trevor Lawrence decides to slide, his timing of sliding is much quicker than it takes the distance for the defender's body to travel probably 5 yards to the air. So by the time Trevor Lawrence is sliding, his center mass has shifted, and his head is level what center mass formerly was. Yeah. So of course the defender is going to hit him in the head.
Yeah.
And I wish they would take that into account. It's like, at what point did he launch himself, or did he jump to make the tackle?
Yeah.
You know, in what position was that, the runner that,
Well, it's happening from where we are to where Justin's sitting.
Yeah, and that's
everything like that
2 or 3
happening.
seconds.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love replay, I love slow motion, but at the times it hurts.
Yeah, I feel like you're right on just taking like how far they are apart into account.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, sometimes you just can't slow down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You can't. Like,
the QB's already on the ground.
20 miles an hour. You expect me to stomp the brakes? Like, even if I stomp the brakes right there, I'm still going to fly forward.
Or tear something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Did you run into anything?
Tank Dale injury?
Dude.
That's tough.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was brutal.
And to catch it and to get it happen from your own guy.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was,
I mean, his knee was like.
It didn't go that way. Yeah. It's not supposed to go that way.
At all.
So before you see it, like, is there a college team you pulled for? Like, were you Auburn fan, Bama fan, or whatever?
Honestly, like.
He didn't watch football.
You're a Pirate fan.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you were getting recruited, it's a little different.
Your mentality changes.
That's what I'm saying. Prior to that. Prior to that.
I mean, I just like watching football. Yeah. I remember, I'll never forget this. I was, I want to say I was like 7, 2013 Iron Bowl.
Sorry, you just.
My bad.
Would you say? Yeah, come on, man. That age drop is tough.
But I want to say I was like 7. I'm in the living room with my mama. We watching the game. She ain't an Auburn fan, but this was out
of all games he describes, though.
This I gotta describe my love for college football. This
core memory right here for him. I want to burn it out of mine.
Yeah.
Go on.
We was watching the game, and she don't like Auburn, but Alabama, this one, they was becoming dominant. You know what I mean? They was winning national championships or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she was like, I'm tired of them winning or whatever. So, 2013, we in the living room. I don't know what's going on for it. I mean, I know football, but I don't know it that much. So this guy go out of bounds or whatever. I'm thinking Nick Saban called it. I forgot everything.
There was 1 second left. I can describe the moment for you.
I'd rather not.
We run the ball out of bounds. There's debate whether or not there's 1 second left in the clock. Nick Saban fights for that 1 second.
1 second.
So you get so they can bring his field goal team out.
Kick it 10 yards short.
Yeah. We bring out our kicker who was a true freshman who hadn't kicked all year, but could boot it 70 yards. And then our normal holder, who is A.J. McCarron, we didn't put him out there for whatever reason either. So, we bring this kid out to Adam Griffith to kick the field goal because he's been kicking 60, 70-yard bombs.
Yeah.
And hadn't kicked in a game yet. Yeah, it comes up 3-4 yards short, and Chris Davis takes it back to the house.
That's like a core memory. Like that's when I was like, oh yeah, like that's
I get down with this.
That's when I fell in love with college football.
Well, did you watch not this most recent Iron Bowl? Did you watch last year?
Oh yeah.
When Jalen Monroe threw the Gravedigger.
4th and 21.
4th and
23.
4th and 34.
Oh, 4th and 34.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
4th and goal from the 34.
Yeah.
The longest fourth down conversion.
Y'all remember that Iron Bowl when I want to say it was Bryce Young took They was down.
Oh,
They was
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
But, they came back and won it.
Yeah.
That was
That was
3 or 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
The Iron Bowl don't never disappoint, man.
No,
Unfortunately.
it don't.
I wish it would one year. I'm tired of the nail biters,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no, I feel that.
This last one really wasn't all that great, but it was still bad to watch.
Yeah.
We had a bad season
Yeah.
as Bama fans.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, like I pull for Bama because just because I'm from Alabama,
Right.
But I won't never say I'm an Alabama fan.
Well, from here, it's either Bama or Auburn.
Yeah, 100%.
There ain't no other. If you're from if you pull for Tennessee, it's like get lost.
Yeah, we're fighting you outside.
But nah, yeah, like I mean, I pull for Alabama secretly. Like, I don't want to tell nobody, but just seeing them lose, it's like, come on, now, like,
Dude.
And how they lose, it's like we're not used to that.
Like honestly, all right, this is a hot take. I fully 100% support Malachi Moore for how he reacted after the Vanderbilt game.
Dude, give me something. That's what I'm saying. We argue about it all the time. He is so passionate about the game and loves the game so much and loves that team so much.
Well, he knows it's like we don't lose to
Vandy. No more.
Yeah.
He couldn't take it no more.
It's Vandy.
Thank you.
Vanderbilt, I would react the same way.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like
personally, that's a bad look for him how he acted.
it is.
But
It is.
I
in the
understand
grand scheme, it's like we're Bama.
Yeah.
That's Vandy.
Exactly.
You don't lose to Vandy ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I understand him 100%. I mean, kicking the ball is crazy, but like
that part was childish. Like if he done so, if he
Wait,
taken
didn't
his
he-
helmet and slung it, that's more acceptable.
Didn't he kick the guy when he was down or whatever, and then he walks over, then kicks the ball out?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what he did.
yeah.
Like the mouthpiece throwing, I feel
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
I feel the mouthpiece throwing, but kicking the ball, that was petty.
Yeah.
He looked like my 3-year-old throwing a
Yeah.
tamper after all that, though. It was
sure.
bad. It was tough to
Yeah,
watch.
but nah, I mean, after that, you kind of just figure they're gonna lose to Tennessee. That's sad.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We knew.
No, it's just
Y'all been seeing how Ohio State been playing though.
so that's what I was going to ask you. Like, who was there a team that you picked going into the playoffs that you thought was going to make a run?
Notre Dame 100%.
Really?
100%.
From the start?
From the start. Whenever they played Navy, I was like, man, hold on. They look like somebody to watch out for. So I'm telling my homeboy in class, I'm like, telling you, Notre Dame. He was like, bro, they played Navy and Army. Like, them ain't big games. Like, and I was like, bro, I'm telling you.
They beat the brakes off those two
That's
teams.
what I'm saying. And Army ain't no slouch.
No, not this
I
year.
love
They
the
were.
coach. I love the coach for Notre Dame.
Marcus Freeman?
Yeah.
Marcus Freeman. Again, we were talking earlier about leaders and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
he is someone that those guys go to war for and play for, and it's evident now. Like
Yeah, 100%. But
like-
I was matter of fact, this is a play that made me. I was like, oh yeah, Notre Dame, the running back, number 4. I'm not sure his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too.
But yeah, I'm watching the Army versus Notre Dame game. They get it. He running it. I'm like, okay, he might go down at the 5. This man hurdled over somebody to get into a touchdown. I was like, bro.
Well, that and then was it the first game or first play they had against Indiana? That 98 yard.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
did see that. Yeah, but
dude, I really hope Notre Dame beats Ohio State.
me too.
So we had a bracket drawn up over there. We've been kind of tracking it,
Yeah.
but
oh yeah,
We made it right before the playoffs started.
Yeah,
the way Ohio State, obviously the biggest matchup of that first round playoff, everybody was like, okay, it's obviously Ohio State, Tennessee. It's like, that's going to be the best game. All the other games ended up being a blowout, but then that game disappointed.
Was
Sort of
the
like, well, was
worst.
Tennessee really bad or was Ohio State just really good? Then they go out there and just destroy Oregon. It's like, Ohio State might be that team.
yeah.
But I'm still the same. I mean, yeah. So, and I didn't think Notre Dame was going to get it done because Penn State, the way they run those two running backs,
Yeah.
like I did not think they were going to lose that game with how they ran.
They got a pretty stiff defense too.
Yeah, they do.
But I feel like just Notre Dame offense is too much for teams.
It's crazy because it doesn't ever look flashy.
at all.
They just get it done.
No, and that's how you do it. I mean, that's the old Bama way right there.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do. That's how we kept winning championships.
It's different now. Yes. It's dark times for us Bama fans now. The biggest playoff ever so far, and then Bama couldn't even make it in. Which
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's
now.
a very good thing.
Yeah. Just
I see them beating like Indiana and
well, yeah. There's
Oh, we thought
3
so
or 4
too, but
teams.
then they thumped the Michigan.
yeah. Oh no,
Made us rethink that.
I don't know when Michigan started heating up. They just started heating up out of nowhere. But that loss just made no sense. Ohio State lost to Michigan. I mean, like
It's probably a good thing they got it. I bet Oregon wishes they would have lost one of those last games in the season.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't see Alabama losing Boise State or Indiana. But other than that, I mean,
Ashton Jeanty would have ran.
you think so? Oh, okay. Who y'all think should have won the Heisman, man?
I think Ashton.
I think
Yeah.
you're a liar because you said Travis Hunter.
I said Travis Hunter was going to win it.
Yeah.
I
was Ashton. I think Travis Hunter is obviously the best player.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away from him. But what Ashton Jeanty was doing ain't been done in over a decade.
Yeah.
It is a once in a generation type of performance that he did game after game after game after game. And then people want to talk about the competition, yada yada. I'm like, okay, but he was recruited to Boise State where he's playing. So that means he's technically playing at his level of competition that teams thought he was capable of. He's blowing him out the water.
Yeah.
I think he would do. Maybe he doesn't put up over 2,000 yards rushing in the SEC, but he's going to put up 1,700 probably.
I feel like he'd be a Dylan Sampson.
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson type of.
Oh, yeah. Tennessee guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I mean, Travis Hunter, I mean, obviously stud, but like he playing both sides of the ball. I mean, he still finished top 5 or top 10 receiving stats wise. Defensively, I don't think he was really even top 20, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with him.
It sucks for Jeanty that he had to go up against a guy who played both sides of the ball and performed.
Any of the years, I feel like he could have definitely won it. But, I mean, I see both arguments.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball and just having, I mean, his highlight tape is insane.
He's got good tape.
Yeah, he got, I mean.
Whoever he goes to, I hope they don't underutilize him or anything. Like, honestly, I think he'd be a great fit for the Steelers. We don't have the number 1 pick. The Titans do. Earned.
They're going to screw it up. I'm a big Titans fan.
So, but like,
bad.
But whether it's Travis Hunter, whether it's Ashton Jeanty, whether it's Shedeur Sanders, whether it's Cam Ward, you know, any of those guys.
Give me Cam Ward.
With the Titans, none of those guys are good enough to make a difference on the Titans to win games.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many other missing pieces for the Titans. And even if it was like the Bears or the Jets or the Giants, any of those teams that were picking one, it'd be the same case because they're missing so many pieces.
Yeah.
I don't care. They can be the best players that ever played football, and none of them are ever going to be good enough, you know, coming out of college like this to make a difference because there's so many other aspects of the organization that are just dysfunctional and falling apart.
How y'all feel about the Chiefs? I know it's been like a big debate on like
they're the Warriors of the NFL.
Yeah, they is. Nah,
they're the worst 15-1 team ever.
That's what I've been hearing.
They are. They're terrible.
I was a Chiefs fan ever since Jamal Charles and Alex Smith. So
Jamal Charles was way ahead of his time.
Oh man,
because he really was like a good receiving back, like for real. And then obviously running.
I used to watch him. I used to watch highlights of him when he was at Texas too.
Oh, tore it up.
Like, I mean, it was different.
So who's your NFL team?
Chiefs.
So that's your team?
Yeah.
So before or after they started winning everything?
Before, like,
okay.
That's when they was.
So he said Alex Smith.
Yeah, that's.
okay.
They had Alex Smith when they was on the brink. You know, they had like 11 and
before he got hurt.
I really love when the Chiefs had Alex Smith because he was a great quarterback and Jamal Charles, but the Steelers would always beat him in the playoffs. So that was always a highlight.
They was always on the brink of being good.
Oh, they were.
I mean,
they sure were.
And then like they started getting like good pickups, like Marcus Peters. They just started finding all the right pieces.
I mean, Travis Kelce, obviously.
You got that one Kareem Hunt. You know, they just started finding the right pieces.
Yeah. Andy Reid changed.
So you're a Chiefs fan, but your dad played for the Raiders.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. I mean,
is he a Chiefs fan, or is he always a Raiders fan?
I ain't never really understood it. I don't know. I don't understand the NFL divisions. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just easier to understand college. That's why.
Look, that's another thing you need to start diving into is where the NFL teams are in their divisions because
it ain't based on location.
It ain't at all. No, it ain't at all.
I don't get.
That'll be a good knowledge thing to have.
Yeah, I need to do something like that. But
that's why something like this, though, you know, it's small time. It's important. Like like for when you're getting used to like continuing to talk and you know you're getting comfortable because like you know what you're gonna be doing interviews or you're gonna be doing exit interviews in college each year. So I mean you gotta get used to stuff like that. And let's say you get the opportunity to go to the NFL or to go to the NFL Combine and get interviewed by 32 different teams and each team sends 10 different scouts, coaches, whatever, that are to pick you apart. Like, you got to get comfortable.
You're going to have NFL guys throughout practice. They may not be there for you, but they're going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was watching Keon Coleman interview, and I was just like, man, like, I can't imagine the pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a baby in the NFL.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's playing really good right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was watching. I was just like, I can't even imagine. Just like being in there, like your whole future in that room, basically. Like, so, I mean,
and everything you say is going to get magnified, blown out of proportion.
I mean, like, that's insane. Like, and then you got to like think of the guys who, like, even though they there, they still got a good image. So like, they've been doing the right thing for like ever since they can remember.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you it's so crazy. Like, how has LeBron not had any dirt dug up on him?
Okay.
I mean, you got to think he's been under the
He's our
microscope.
favorite player of all time.
Yeah, he's our guy.
Yeah. I will go to the grave for some LeBron James.
yeah, he's different. Though.
Don't you look at me, you Michael Jordan son of a gun.
Michael Jordan was different too. I feel like Michael Jordan changed the game.
He did.
And I was just thinking about this today, actually. Like, you know,
yeah, he changed the game with his team that could still win. You know, I know they didn't, but they could win some championships without him.
He was playing against janitors and bus drivers.
I hear that too. But I was thinking about it today. Like, Michael Jordan, I feel like he was the greatest of his time. You know what I mean? Like, just
greatest of his time. But who's the greatest of all time?
The greatest player of all time. I was like, honestly, I feel like LeBron would beat Michael Jordan on one-on-one. But then you look at Jordan's resume. You know what I mean? You got.
You know how many times?
Championship.
Do you know how many conference finals Jordan lost before he ever went?
Yeah, that's true.
But they don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, they don't. But
they don't talk about that.
They talk about the finals. You know,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah, but I mean,
how long did it took him 7 years before he made it to?
Yeah.
Jordan's a heck of a player. Great, all-time great.
I mean,
top two, but he's not number one.
I feel like you just can't argue with like changing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be no.
Well, and Steph done it too.
Yeah. Steph changed the game too.
I think Steph probably changed the game more than than Michael Jordan did.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of basketball?
Ooh, that's a good question. LeBron, MJ.
LeBron
Curry.
Cleveland, LeBron Miami, LeBron Cleveland, LeBron Lakers.
LeBron Cleveland. They're 3-1 coming.
No, that's just every version of him is my Mount Rushmore.
Every team of LeBron's
every team he played for is my Mount Rushmore. My bad. Go ahead though. Sorry.
LeBron Cleveland. If we're doing that, then I'm gonna have to go MJ, LeBron Cleveland, Curry, and I'm gonna have to go KD. But the reason I'm gonna have to go KD, you don't see nobody 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no. I mean, I feel like he might have influenced Wemby. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he's been the same size from college at Texas to
Anthony Davis
now.
Could have been what KD is.
Man, I mean,
but he's over the past 3 years he's skyrocketed.
I mean, the could have been like you get to talk about could have been. You talk about Zion Williams,
D Rose.
Well, I just meant like his ball handling skills and his like outside shooting like that. Like obviously,
I was surprised when I found out Anthony Davis could shoot. I ain't
he could shoot.
But I mean, Zion Williams. I mean, he like what he could have been is.
Oh my God! Speaking of buffet lines.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That dude stays in buffet.
Did y'all see the video? He came back for one game the other night and did like a 360 windmill,
and then he got hurt.
Yeah,
he missed the next couple games.
That's crazy. I mean, his highlight tape in college,
dude.
I mean,
I remember seeing him in high school.
Yeah,
like he was playing against guys that
in high school, dude, just flying over people.
Exactly. I mean,
like they really did think of their
blocks and stuff.
They really did think he's the next
LeBron. That's what I was thinking.
Sure.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
there's a kid named Anthony Bennett from Canada who the Cavs drafted number one overall.
Yep.
The year LeBron was coming back to the Cavs, that I guess they ended up trading him to the Timberwolves, a part of the
Kevin Love thing.
Kevin Love package. But yeah, so they were like, oh, he is at that time back in 2013, 2014. This guy, Anthony Bennett, is the number. He's LeBron, and he had the worst
short time in the NBA.
Very 1 or 2 years in the league, and he's done like number one pick and on that quick.
I mean, it's probably so much pressure being a number one pick though.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably like that's when you talking about microscope.
Especially in basketball, because number one pick in basketball, like you're there to like flip the entire team.
There's only like 50 picks in the NBA, or whatever. So it's like if you're getting picked, you're a really freaking big deal.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So if you Did you get looked at by anybody in college as far as or for basketball?
Oh no. I mean,
None.
Through my brother, Mercer was looking at me for a little bit, just because I was his younger brother.
Yeah.
But that's really all. I mean, I ain't really had no.
Mercer.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really it. And that was when I guess he heard that I was playing, like, I got moved up when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I was playing with the high school team.
So we'll dive back into your senior year real quick. Looking back, obviously it wasn't a season that you would hope for, but was there a moment that stood out to you during the season? Like your favorite moment, your best moment may have been a play, may have been something y'all did as a team. Is there one thing that stood out?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't like this being the best moment, but I feel like James Clemens. I'm sure I heard of him. They're the dominant powerhouse,
Which is
up
crazy.
North. Yeah, North Alabama. So everybody going to the game, like, well, not everybody. Some of the players going to the game, we finna lose, blah 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 blah. So on defense, just being a voice of the defense, I'm just trying to keep them locked in. You know what I'm saying? Just keep them locked in the whole game. Just like trying to make sure they mind right. So we go out there, kickoff, boom, kickoff. They come out first down or first possession, 4 and out, boom. Offense, I forgot what they did. Next possession, they coming back out. The first play for them, it was we got a scoop and score.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's 6-0. Next possession, offense come out, they get a slant across the middle. Go all the way for a touchdown. So it's 12-0 going into the second quarter versus the number 1 school up north.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that feeling was just it was a different feeling. Like, we really about to upset number 1 team up north. I mean, we didn't end up doing it. I feel like
that's what's up.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, but I just feel like I could have did a better job just like keeping everybody heads on. I mean, I myself, I was like jumping up and down excited, like we really about to do this. And that was the 3rd game of the season. So, no, excuse me, 4th. So you never know, like in football is really weird. It's really weird. So like, especially at Grissom, it's like if you lose, then ain't nobody behind you, and the morale just go all the way down.
Yeah.
And I feel like at bigger schools like that, if you lose, it's like, okay, we got to shake back. And kind of how Alabama is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we went to Sparkman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, same thing happened at Sparkman.
We know.
We had a very bad,
Really?
like while we were there, bad football team. I think our freshman year, we went to the Final Four.
Really?
After that,
Yeah, we made playoffs, and
just
Hoover
bad.
whooped our butt.
Yeah, at home, at Sparkman.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah, nah, I mean, like, that's one thing I wish I could change, just like the morale is just, if I could find a way to just keep it up. Because, first game of the year, we beat Lee 41-0 or something like that. Next game versus Huntsville, our rival, we put up a real good fight. I think we only lost by a touchdown or something like that. And then 3rd game, we just got blown out. I mean, and then after that, the season felt over.
Yeah.
It goes quick. Going to ECU, you play basketball, you play football, stud linebacker. You're going to find out who you are as a man when you get to college. Yeah. Your dad played college ball, got to play with the Raiders for a year. Unfortunately, got hurt. You got a big bro that's had a lot of impact on you that played college basketball. So, I mean, you've got a great support system around you and stuff, right? Yeah. So, got a lot of good mentors, and I think that's really going to help you in the long run.
Yeah.
As long as you continue to lean on them.
Yeah, just like, even with the money situations, you know what I'm saying? Just learning how to manage money. My brother, actually, he getting into investing and stuff like that. My dad, he into it.
Is he going to be your agent?
I don't know. I feel like that's a big decision, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't play around with money. So. But yeah, just
if you need a money guy, I'm your guy.
You said you need
I'll take care of you. I won't ever steal a dime, and I will make sure you get the most money.
Yeah, I feel that. But it's like it's a big decision,
absolutely.
Trying to get an agent. I feel like just
you ever heard
the right person.
You ever heard of ESPN, like the 30 for 30 films?
Yeah, I watch them.
Okay, finally somebody's watched.
That we can relate to.
So there's one you need to watch called Broke.
Uh-huh.
You need to watch that one. It will have a huge impact on you as an athlete.
Yeah,
and it's about former, and this one's probably 10 years old now at this point. But at the time, former athletes and, again, current athletes at the time talk about, all the money they've made, hundreds of millions of dollars through their salaries as well as like endorsements. And, half of them how they're already broke and half of them how they've, invested their money or, still have money. But they all talk about their family members.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's definitely the case with NIL these days. Just hitting them up and wanting cars, phones, food, money sent to them, house, yada, yada. So, that's something at the end of the day, your family, you love them, you want to help take care of them because they got you to where you are, but you also have to look out for yourself. Like,
100%.
Like, don't ever let nobody drain you of what you've worked hard for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I understand a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and a lot of people don't realize a lot of it is common sense. You know what I'm saying? But just being smart with your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just knowing who to trust and who not to trust.
Just always pretend you're broke and then you'll never run out of money.
What they say, act broke so you can stay rich.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Well, is there any other big news? You getting married or anything? Having any kids? No.
Not anytime soon.
No? Okay.
That's good. Let's keep it that way. It's overrated. All right. Well, Jordan, we appreciate you coming on again, man. I feel like
you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
You did great. You knocked it out of the park.
You did a really good job. Yeah. We enjoyed having you on. We'll hopefully do this again before you jet out to ECU. You got 2 new fans here. Yeah, and hopefully whenever we get this out, hopefully there'll be a few more guys, a few more people in your corner rooting for you. And
appreciate that.
Build your following up for hometown kid who's trying to make it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Appreciate that.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Appreciate you following along. Look up Jordan on Instagram. He's got a Twitter. We'll get that, and we'll put it out there. Go check him out and follow him on through his college career and hopefully beyond. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yep.
See you.
Thank y'all.